It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there's any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. All right, well, I didn't hear anything, so howdy, y'all. Happy Friday, May 6th. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'll be your net control for tonight. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using both the N5OAK and KA5D repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on. We'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, a tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting over, visit n5oak.org and ka5d.com. For club members, we have our very own Friday night channel in the Discord, so swing by and check it out. We got Scott hanging out with us in the video. What's up, man? He's got the chair turned off, and the smoke machine's gone. All right. He'll get that fixed soon enough, though. Y'all got to check out his chair. All right. Now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are still studying for your license. Speaking of, I wonder where SMP, maybe we'll get a Bryce tonight. If you can hear my voice, you're welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as follows. Round 1 is image trivia. So we got a new feature in the game where the answers can be images. So we're going to ask a question, and then we'll have pictures in the answers. So we'll see how well that does or doesn't work. We've got round 2 is all about Cinco de Mayo. Round 3 is for the total nerds. It's all about Dungeons and Dragons. And then round number 4, TV moms, in honor of our Mother's Day weekend coming up. And after each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are welcome during gameplay. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer and you will be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has questions before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. All right, nothing heard, and man, as soon as I turned over here, I saw the bingo game was over. So I almost had like a decent leaderboard to see what was up. Either way, we got Trina and Ben are tied for first place in our brand new bingo game. All right, let's get everybody moved over into the Trivia Net. And while we're doing that, if you would make your names look like the player names on the right, just put your call sign and your name. I would certainly appreciate it. You will also be asked what team you're on. Tonight you get to pick whether you're from the north or the south. The map located in the top right will show you we just use the water as the divider. So if you're south of the river, you're on the south. If you're on the north, wherever your heart lies is how you may vote. So let's see who we have tonight. Let's see, we've got Oh, we got Red Dog hanging out in Dripping Springs. Good to see you. We got Maria and Ernesto, KI5PZN and SYX. Ernesto also threw a fox out, so I gotta go find that tomorrow. They are hanging out from East Austin. We've got Ben, KI5RVT in Kent, all the way out from Pflugerville. They're going for the north. We got Bill, N5SMO. Good to see you again, sir. Scott, KI5OBD is with us. Oh, check it out. We got Dave and Sarah, KC2KOO, all the way from Buffalo, New York. I wonder what side they're. Oh, they're on the north. Go figure. We got Steve, KI5HWD. He's out in Liberty Hill. That's what the LH stood for. Thank you, Steve. Steve's in on the north. North rules. We got Norman, N5ZOT. Welcome back, Norman. And Trina, of course, we got Doug and Trina. They're hanging out for the north. So the Southies, y'all are this one's gonna be a little rough for y'all. You better call up your friends, because it's looking like we only got 2 people from the south, and the rest are from the north. So this one might be hard. All right, once again, if you would like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in, and you can be hanging out. We got 10 people we got WA5TNI out in Dripping Springs. Just checked in with us in the south. Oh, yeah, he's from the south. All right, south. You got one more. So if you're south of the river and you're just listening tonight, even if you've never played, the South could certainly use your help. And every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize is a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary memberships as well as your request to join the Discord community. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the TriviaNet before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick just to show you how the game works. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. A player will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought their choice was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's the number located at the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everybody understands how the game works, let's see who's checked into the net so far for tonight. All right, looks like WA5TNI is our latest and greatest. We got 11 people hanging out with us. I think we've welcomed everybody here. So let's get everybody moved over into round number 1. Our first round tonight is our image trivia. So we'll see how well y'all do at picking out images, and hopefully y'all can see them, because I don't know how big or how small. So this is a test one for the image trivia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. What popular vegetable is known as haricot vert in French? All right, let's see what everybody thinks. So it looks like the 55% went with the green beans with stuff on them. Our second answer looks like kale. The third one is Brussels sprouts. Nobody picked on the peas. All right, so which one of these is old Harry Covert? It is, yep, 55% on the green beans. My brother is a chef, so we used to call him Harry Covert. Question number 2. Which of these performances did not earn Meryl Streep one of her 21 Academy Award nominations? Good luck. All right, well, we lit off all the buttons. So, Into the Woods seems to be the number 1 answer. Mamma Mia coming in second. The Devil Wears Prada in third, and the Iron Lady fourth. So which one of these didn't do it? It was Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia was it. We had 3 people that got that. We got Maria and Ernesto, Norman, N5ZOT, and who else got this one? Trina got this one as well as Bill, N5SMO. Way to go, y'all. Way to go. Question number 3. Which of these iconic New York architectural landmarks is the Flatiron Building? Well, 91% of you seem to think it was that really super cool building. 9% is the other super cool building. So let's see which super cool building it is. It's that super cool building. It's the 91%. So, I didn't even think about this. When you don't have answers, this is going to be kind of hard to do. We'll have to think about that. We'll see. Hopefully some of these other houses, because otherwise it's going to be pretty boring just to hear. All right, question number 4. Which Parks and Rec character created the punishingly intricate board game, The Cones of Dunshire? All right, the numbers were kept adding up. All right, so let's see what we think. Ron seems to be the number 1 answer. There was a tie for Andy and Ben for second and third. Leslie coming in fourth. So which of them created the crazy game? It was Ben. The Cones of Dunshire was created by Ben Wyatt following his departure from the Sweetums Candy Company. So we got 3 people. Norman, you squeaking in at the last second there, N5ZOT, and then the KI5 RBT house. Both Ben and Kent got that one right. So good for you, Ben. Did you know this one, Ben, or were you cheating off Dad?
You just like the name a lot.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, good for you, man. I'll have to make sure that Ben is an answer choice, but not an answer here going out. We'll see if we can't trick him. All right, we're halfway. We got question number 5 coming up. Round number 1. Which of these would most likely be sold at a panaderia? Oh, let's see. 100% went with the pastries. Yes, sir. That's right. If you go to a panaderia, you're going to get some good treats. All right, so let's see how we're doing. Halfway through, who's doing what? We got Kent, KI5 RBT, In the number 1 spot, we got Trina in number 2, and Bill N5SMO hanging out in the number 3 spot. All right, while you are checking out your scores, we have to let everybody know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS, and I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name, and you can hang out with us. We got 12 people in the game so far, and the South is needing some help. Definitely needing some help. So if you're south of the river, get into tonight's game. We desperately need you. The North has quite a few players. All right, question number 6, and you know what that means. It's time to place your bet. All right, here we go. Take a load off, Annie, and pick out the album cover for the band's Music from Big Pink. Well, we lit up all the buttons, and it's a tie for first and second, third and fourth. So here we go. So we had a tie for the red and the green versus the blue and the yellow. Let's see which one of these is correct. It is the green one. The green one is the correct one. All right. 33% of you. Let's see who got that. Scott, KI5OBD, got that. Way to go, Scott. Norman, N5ZOT, got that, as well as Maria and Ernesto, and Bill, N5SMO. All right. Way to go. Let's see how that did for the scores. That put Bill, check it out, in the number 1 spot. Maria and Ernesto, the number 2 spot. And Scott, KI5OBD, is now number 3. All right. Way to go. Question number 7. Which of these would you buy if you were in the market for a Tudor-style home? So 75% of you like the greenhouse. Number 2, the orange house, number 3. Nobody picked on the 4 red house. So let's see, which one of these is a Tudor-style home? All right, 75% of you said the Tudor-style homes are characterized by their steeply pitched roofs, and decorative half-timbering Tudor-style home saw their peak in popularity in the United States during the Roaring '20s, with a steep decline following World War II. All right, question number 8. What queen of rock and roll has a Billboard hit in 1971 with her cover of Creedence Clearwater Revival's 1969 song, Proud Mary? Well, 67% think it was Tina Turner. Aretha Franklin coming in second. Diana Ross coming in third. Nobody picked Cher. Let's see who it was. Yeah, it was Tina Turner. Back in the day. Question number 9. The Red Hot Chili Peppers go on in 15 minutes, but they can't find their drummer. Can you? Well, The dude in green seems to get half your vote. 42% was the blue guy, and the red guy coming in third. Nobody picked on the orange guy. So let's see if 50% of you are correct. You indeed are not correct. The 42% that picked blue are correct. Chad Smith has been the drummer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers since 1988 and first appears on their 1989 album, Mother's Milk. Oh man, question number 10 in round number 1 is going to be officially in the books. What would tile or wood flooring look like if it laid out in a chevron pattern? $55% of you said it was the red, 45% said it's blue, nobody picked on green or orange. So which one of these is a chevron pattern? It's the red one. The red one is that chevron patterns are defined by short diagonal strips that meet in a line of V's. Pottery pieces dating to 1800 BC have been adorned with chevron patterns. Wow, check that out. All right, well that is the end of round number 1. So let's add up the scores and see how we did. Well, check it out. We got Bill, N5SMO, hanging out in the number 1 spot. We got Maria and Ernesto, number 2, and Scott, KI5OBD, hanging out in number 3. Fantastic. Let's go chat with Bill, N5SMO. All right, Bill, what'd you think about the image trivia? Did you like it?
Yeah, that was a nice change of pace. That was pretty cool, but the rest of y'all don't worry. I never played a game of Dungeons and Dragons in my life. N5SMO.
Yeah, I have only played a handful, and I will give props to the Dungeon Masters. I had some friends that were super into this stuff, and so the games that I did play were awesome, but I couldn't tell you anything about anybody else's because I've only played, just a handful. So, all right, well, let's go see what Maria and Ernesto are up to. Maybe we can see. Hey, Maria, did you go out with Ernesto to hide the fox?
No, I didn't, but I hear it is a pretty amazing place. That's all I'm going to say. And, tonight's new way of playing is pretty cool. I will say a comment. When you were saying the colors, green and red and blue, it wasn't obvious what you were referring to. On our screen, the color is a very fine line, so you can't really see the color. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to look, but I think the images are a fun new thing. Good job.
Yeah, I had their big colors on mine because I can see the answers. So, all right, good to know that the colors aren't that. And then I also have it on the video on Discord. And so if you're paying attention to that, maybe you could see. But yeah, that was kind of I didn't know how this was going to work out, so that's why I wanted to test it. All right, cool. Well, thank you for the feedback. Let's go chat with Scott, KI5OBD. Scott, what you think about all this image business, man?
I like it. Yeah, I was a little confused at first too. I didn't know where you were talking about the colors, but then I noticed that the very narrow border around the pictures. So yeah, it makes sense now. But yeah, that was fun. I like the image around KI5OBD. Back to that.
Right on. All right. Well, so let's see how we did north versus southwise. Let's throw up the scoreboard and see. It looks like my thing is not updating. Hang on just a second. All right. So it looks like the north is actually behind. The south is number 1. Check that out. The south 317 to the north 311. All right. So I have to check this out. So that is, I got to say, that's pretty impressive because the South only has 3 players and the North has 9 players. So, I guess that's just how that's going to work. But yeah, we got WA5TNI, Red Dog, and Scott KI5OBD. So let's go check out WA5TNI. I believe your name is Bo, but I could be wrong. Are you out there, WA5TNI?
Zero on that round, so I'm really representing the South. WA5TNI, back to net.
Right on, man. So was I correct that your name is Bo?
That is correct. Bo from Dripping Springs.
All right. Well, good to have you in the game. I just put your name in there. Let's go see if Red Dog, do you have a call sign that you would like to give us? If you do, come on with it.
Yeah, KI5QFQ from Drippin', Scott.
Gotta leave it to QFQ, make things hard. All right, so I just put you in there, Scott. That way we got you all knocked out. We got Steve, KI5HWD out in Liberty Hill. And yeah, I think everybody else has a call sign. Perfect. All right, well, let's get into intermission mode. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you will see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but it's always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. We got 14 people hanging out with us. We're going to move everybody over into the first intermission. If you have any questions or concerns or just want to tell us how your day went, come with your name and call sign now. Well, that's going to do it for our round one intermission. For those of you who just tuned in, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'll be your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, and you can be hanging out with us. We're going to get everybody moved over into round number two, and it is all about Cinco de Mayo. So hopefully, let's all raise a glass and a cheers to Cinco de Mayo, my favorite holiday, for sure. And we'll let the repeater take a breath, and then we will be back with round number two. All right, here we go. Question number one. Now remember, this is all Cinco de Mayo. What anniversary does Cinco de Mayo commemorate in Mexico? Got three buttons. Mexican independence is the number one answer. Mexico's victory over the French is the second answer. Nothing, a whole bunch of nothing came in third. Nobody picked on the Mexican Revolution. So what anniversary does Cinco de Mayo commemorate in Mexico? It is Mexico's victory over the French. So we had three people that got that one. One was Maria and Ernesto. Way to go, y'all. Bill, N5SMO, and Dave and Sarah, KC2KOO. Let's go check in with Maria and Ernesto. Did you all know this, or were you just guessing?
AI5AZN. Yeah, I remember reading about that one time.
Right on, man. Well, though more popularly observed in the United States as a celebration of Mexican culture, Cinco de Mayo originally commemorates the Mexican Army's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th, 1862, under the leadership of General Ignacio Zaragoza. So, 1862. Question number two. What orange flower is traditionally laid upon graves in honor of past family members, Dia de los Muertos? Well, it looks like marigolds are the number one answer. Carnations and sunflowers tied for second and third. Orange roses coming in fourth. So what color flower, or what kind of flower, I should say, they're marigolds. Plans for the Day of the Dead include families visiting the cemeteries where their loved ones are buried and decorating their graves and altars, which often include orange Mexican marigolds. These flowers are thought to attract souls of the dead to the offerings. It's also believed the bright petals with a strong scent can guide the souls from the cemeteries to their family homes. Question number three. What does El Pescador translate to in English? All right, so check it out. It's a 50-50. It's either the fish or the fishermen. So let's see who is correct, because everybody thinks they're on it. Let's see. It's the 50% that said the fisherman. All right, El Pescador translates to the fisherman in English. So it was close between the fish and the fishermen. but half of you didn't get that one right. All right, question number 4. In which Mexican state is Guadalajara, Mexico's 7th largest city? Well, everybody is voting for Jalisco. Chihuahua's coming in second. Puebla is third. Nobody picked on Sinaloa. So which Mexican state is Guadalajara, Mexico's 7th largest city? It is in Jalisco. Guadalajara is a metropolis in western Mexico and the capital of the state of Jalisco. According to a 2020 census, the city itself has a population of over 1.3 million, while the Guadalajara metropolitan area has a population of over 5.2 million, making it the 3rd largest metropolitan area in the country. Question number 5. Which of the following musical instruments would you not find in a classic mariachi band? Oh, at the last second, we had an upset. We were at 100% the whole time. 92% say a flute. 8% say trumpet. Nobody picked on a violin or a bass guitar. So let's see. Which of the following musical instrument would you not find in a classic mariachi band? It's the flute. A traditional mariachi band does not include a flute, but it does consist of violin, trumpets, a high-pitched vihuela guitar, and an acoustic bass guitar as well. All right, so we are halfway through our Cinco de Mayo round. Let's fire up the scoreboard and see who's doing what. We got Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 1 spot. We got Maria and Ernesto hanging out in the number 2 spot, and Bill, N5SMO, at the number 3 spot. So let's see. Let's go ahead and throw this up here. We'll do the north versus south. Oh, here we go. Oh, we always get this third team in here. These guys have not got this fixed yet. Well, it looks like the north might be winning, but we'll have to figure out where that third team's coming in. So I'm going to pull that off, and we're going to go back to those scores, and we got to let everybody know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can come hang out with us in tonight's Trivia Net anytime during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, and you can hang out with us. So this is the fun part. It's question number 6. So time to put your money where your mouth is. Y'all place your bets. All right, here we go. What is the meaning of the 7-pointed star-shaped piñatas common at birthday celebrations in Mexico? And you are correct. So Norman, N5ZOT, if you could tell me if you're north or south, we will get you in there and we will get this scoreboard thing fixed.
Not sure if I'm coming through or not, but this is N5ZOT. I am north.
All right, Norman, we got you in for the north. Perfect. That should fix that. We can go back and check that up. All right, so let's see what y'all think. It's kind of varying here. 42% say that it's the 7 states of Mexico. The 7 apostles coming in second. And then we had a tie for the 7 deadly sins and the Mayan stars for third and fourth. So let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer being it is the 7 deadly sins. And we only got 2 people that got one of that was Steve, KI5HWD, and Bill, N5SMO. So let's go chat with Bill. Now, were you guessing on that, or did you know that straight out?
That was just sort of a logical guess, knowing that piñatas have been around a lot longer than the current state structure of Mexico.
Right on, man. Let's go see if Steve, KI5HWD, can get in tonight. Steve, did you know that one, man, or were you just pushing buttons? All right, looks like Steve is receive only again tonight. So the original and traditional piñatas have 7 points symbolizing the 7 deadly sins: envy, sloth, gluttony, greed, lust, wrath, and pride. A 10-pointed piñata symbolizes the sins that come from breaking the 10 commandments. The stick, which is used to break the piñata, represents love. Doesn't the stick always represent love? All right, so it is supposed to destroy the sins by hitting and breaking the piñata into pieces. The candies and the treats that come from the broken piñata symbolize the forgiveness of sins and a new beginning. So it's a good thing candy doesn't fall out of me, because I would be black and blue. That's basically the way that works. All right, question number 7. Which indigenous people flourished in central Mexico in a post-classic period from the 1300s to 1521? Well, 75% of you think it was the Mayans. The Aztecs coming in second, the Incas third. Let's see, 75%, y'all can't be wrong. But you are, because it was the Aztecs. That was who it was. So let's see, who got this right? We got Ronnie for the South. Ronnie, do you have a call sign? And if you do, please come with it. And as soon as I get over here real quick, if you do, let me know, and I will add it to your name. All right, well, Ronnie must be receive only tonight. The other person that got that right was Maria Ernesto, and I know that Maria knew that. I'm just going to go chat with her. Maria, you knew this one, didn't you?
I think I would be in very big trouble if I did not know this one.
All right, well, looks like you did your job well there. So, question number 8. Which of the following does not appear on the National Coat of Arms emblem in the center of the Mexican flag? So a gun coming in is the number 1 answer. Cactus, number 2. Nobody picked on the eagle or the snake. So which of the following does not appear on the National Coat of Arms emblem in the center of the Mexican flag? It is, yes, indeed, a gun. That's what it is. Question number 9. Which of the following Mexican vacation cities has its beaches on the Gulf of Mexico? All right, wow, this thing keeps adding numbers and adding numbers. 73% say Cancun is it. And, you know, 73%, y'all can't be wrong, right? No, man, Cancun is definitely it. It's the only one on the with the beaches on the Gulf of Mexico. All right, question number 10. That is the end of our Cinco de Mayo round. Let's see what it says. What liquor found in the Prohibition era cocktail Daisy is swapped out for tequila to create a margarita? What liquor found in the Prohibition era cocktail Daisy is swapped out for tequila to create a margarita? I'll get it right eventually. Well, Kent, this one's going to do you all right, man. So let's see what we think. 73% said gin is swapped out, and then it was a tie for whiskey, brandy, and rum, but gin was definitely where it was at. So let's see who's correct. It was brandy, and the only one that got that right was Kent, KI5RBT. So a Daisy is made with brandy, orange liqueur, and lime juice. Substitute tequila in for brandy and make a margarita, which incidentally means daisy in Spanish. So how cool is that? So let's go chat with Kent, KI5RBT. Did you know this, man?
I don't know anything tonight. No, I just wild guess. That's dumb luck, I guess. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut.
Right on, and I learned something new. I had no idea that, daisy in Spanish was margarita. So, you learn something new, right? All right, well, let's fire up the calculator and see how that did. It's Bill, N5SMO in the number 1 spot. Steve, KI5HWD is in the number 2 spot, and Maria and Ernesto, number 4. And Kent, for not knowing anything, man, you're still in the number 4 spot. So, that's not too shabby. Let's go chat with Bill, N5SMO. He got 7 out of 10. Which one's got you, Bill?
The El Pescador, I thought it was the fish and not the fisherman, and the indigenous people one. I said Mayans, and the liquor, the last one, I thought it was gin for sure, since it was Prohibitionary era, N5SMO.
Yeah, right on. The flower one really threw me. So I think, what is it? Pescador is the fish. Is fish. So I think the OR is what makes it fisherman. But that's, high school Spanish. So I could totally be wrong. We can't go chat with Steve, KI5HWD, but congratulations, Steve, for being in second place. Let's go hang out with Maria and Ernesto. They're in the y'all.
Well, we regrettably selected the wrong flower, and it was so obvious a second after you pick the wrong one. And the piñata then was also more obvious a second after you picked the wrong answer. So those two were the highlights that I'm disappointed about.
Right on. Yeah, see, well, we learned a little something extra, a little fun bar trivia, and, another piñata, trivia, which I just liked candy. So the stories that went along with it was, it was fun to learn. All right, well, let's go talk to Kent, KI5RBT. Mr. I don't know anything, dude. You're fourth place in round number 2.
I was doing pretty good up until the wager, and I got all cocky 2 rounds in a row and zeroed myself out. So, yay, betting. That's the reason I don't go to Vegas. KI5RBT.
Yeah, I totally glazed by that too, didn't I? Yeah, I should have totally made that happen. All right, well, good to know. All right, well, let's see how we're doing for the Friday night trivia net as a whole. And Bill, N5 SMO is hanging out on top. We got Maria and Ernesto, KI5SYX and KI5TZ in the number 2 spot. And Scott, KI5OVD, is hanging out in the number 3 spot. Way to go, man. All right. Well, let's get everybody moved over. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. Scott's already got his drink, so he's just going to sit here and answer questions. I appreciate that, Scott. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's trivia net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. We've got 12 people hanging out with us tonight. We're going to move you over into our second intermission. If you have any questions or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now. All right, that's going to do it for round number 2 intermission. We've got the hockey game going on in the video channel. Thanks, Scott. So we're also going to hold you accountable to this. If you don't want any spoiler alerts on the hockey games, then we're going to need you to go over and donate some money. And just head over to N5OAK. As soon as we raise $1,000, we will make sure that we... I'm just playing. All right. Let's get everybody moved over into round number 3. It is all about Dungeons and Dragons. So, only the nerdiest of the nerds will make it through round number 3. And for those of you who have just joined us, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name, and you can be hanging out with us. And we're so much fun. It is the North versus the South tonight. So if you're wondering why that map is up there on your right as you're logging in, that's why. Just look at the river. Whichever side you're on is what team you're on. And so far, that's something else that we haven't done. We didn't do that. The North is ahead, 476 points to the South's 418. So the North is winning here. So the South, the South has 4 players, the North has 11. So that's still pretty crazy. It's 476 to 418. So come on, South. I know you can do this. We'll actually show you the scores once we get into round number 3. All right, we got the repeater ID in, so let's start up round number 3. It's all about Dungeons and Dragons. Question number 1. What is the name for the first roll of the dice prior to commencing combat in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign? Oh, man, all the way to the last second. All right, so 64% of you say it's an initiative. Procession coming in second. Assortment third. Nobody picked on procedure. So what is the name of the first roll? It is an initiative. Before every combat encounter in Dungeons & Dragons, players must roll for initiative to determine the order that things play out in an encounter. It's the D&D equivalent to roll to see who goes first. All right, question number 2. Which of these was not one of the 4 playable races in the first publication of Dungeons & Dragons in 1974? All right, so almost half of you said human. We had a tie for elf and dwarf, and then orc coming in 4th. So, we had a 3-way tie. The number just changed again on me. All right, so let's see what it is. Which one of these was not one of the 4 playable races in the first publication in 1974? It was an orc. Check that out. So 2 people knew that. One of those being Scott, KI5OBD. Scott, are you a D&D player, man?
No, man, I'm just pushing buttons here. This is KI5OBD back to net control.
All right, well, we got to go talk to Norman then. N5ZOT, Norman, are you a D&D player or are you just a lucky button pusher?
I was when I was young, but now my kid's into it, so got a little bit of it coming back.
Very cool, very cool. All right, so the original publication of Dungeons & Dragons in 1974 featured 4 playable races. They were human, dwarf, elf, and halfling. Orcs were featured monsters in the game's first iteration and added as playable characters in 1989. So that's when the orcs came into play. All right, question number 3. For which film did director Steven Spielberg use Dungeons & Dragons to test the chemistry of the cast during the audition process? E.T. coming in the number 1 spot, Jurassic Park second, and then it was a tie for Hook and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So which one did Steven use to use the old Dungeons & Dragons test? It was E.T. According Steven Spielberg wanted the characters in 1982's E.T. to feel like a family on the screen, and apparently used this during the test to film the chemistry during the Young Stars auditions. Question number 4. What fantasy universe is explored in a popular series of Dungeons & Dragons novels by Marguerite Weiss and Tracy Hickman? All right, well, so number 1 answer is Dragonlance, followed by Greyhawk, Planescape, and Dark Sun. So which of these was explored in this novel? It was Dragonlance. The Dragonlance series began as a Dungeons & Dragons supplement with Dragons of Autumn Twilight in 1984, and now encompasses over 100 novels, several anthologies, and a full source book so players can get their own settings of their own game. Wow. All right. Question number 5, and halfway through our D&D round. What tabletop gaming company purchased Dungeons & Dragons in 1997? All right, so I'm with Ronnie and Bill on this one. So let's see what you think. Wizards of the Coast is the number 1 answer. Avalon Hill Game Inc. coming in second. Ravensburger coming in third, and Games Workshop. So who bought Dungeons & Dragons in 1997? It was Wizards of the Coast. That just seems a little too much of a gimme on that one. I would have gone with Ravensburger. It just sounds more, mysterious, if you will. All right, let's add up the scores and see who's doing what. We got Norman, N5ZOT, in the number 1 spot. He hasn't missed one. Kent, KI5RVT, has only missed one. And Trina is in the number 3 spot. She's missed 2. All right, well, while y'all are checking that out, we have to let everybody know that they're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I am your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. If you can hear us, and we want you to have fun with us, and all you got to do is just open up your web browser. We've got 11 people. We are halfway through. Let's go ahead and add up the scores. See, Bill's still in the number 1 spot. Here's your top 3 for the Trivia Net overall. And here's how we're doing with the North versus the South business. The North is at 615, and the South is at 470. So, come on South. If you're south of the river, y'all check in and play. All right, question number 6. It's our favorite question. Y'all place your bets. Here we go. What is the name of the longest running tabletop gaming convention in the U.S. held annually in Indianapolis, Indiana? Almost half of you went with Gen Con. Dragon Con coming in second, and then we had a tie for PresCon and Midwinter for third and fourth. So what is the longest running tabletop gaming convention in the U.S.? It is Gen Con. There it is. Gen Con was started in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin in 1968 by one of the creators of Dungeons & Dragons, and it moved to Indianapolis in 2003, where it now attracts over 70,000 attendees a year. All right, so 45% of you got that, so let's see what that did. That put Kent in the number 1 spot, that put Norman in the number 2 spot, and Ben in the number 3 spot. Well, way to go, y'all. All right, so now they're coming after Kent and Ben and Norman. All right. It's amazing what betting your money does. Sometimes it does great things, sometimes it just makes you want to quit. Rage quit. All right, question number 7. What word was added to Dungeons & Dragons in 1977 edition released for more expert players? $55% said advanced. Ultimate coming in number 2. Deluxe and complex tied for third and fourth. So what word was added in 1977? It was advanced. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons introduced rules to make the game more challenging for players already familiar with the mainline titles. All right, question number 8. Dungeons & Dragons was created by Dave Arneson and blank in 1974. Well, Gary is coming in first spot. We got Dave Wesley coming in second, Jack Vance coming in third. Nobody picked Jeff. So who else was involved in creating Dungeons & Dragons? It was actually Gary. There you go. He also appeared as himself on a 2000 episode of Futurama. So that was a little bit ago. I don't know if Gary's probably still, maybe Gary's still with us. Question number 9. Which popular campaign setting was created by Ed Greenwood for Dragon Magazine in 1970? Well, Forgotten Realms seems to be the most popular thing. Let's see. Yep, y'all are correct. It was one of the most popular campaign settings in all of Dungeons & Dragons. It was first introduced in 1969 in a series of articles by Ed Greenwood, who had the idea for setting in 1967 when he was 8 years old. Forgotten Realms. All right, question number 10, and the end of this fantastic Dungeons & Dragons round. What medieval miniature game preceded Dungeons & Dragons in 1971 and featured many fantasy elements and a combat rule later adopted by D&D? Castle and Crusades coming in the number 1 spot. Chainmail coming in second. And nobody for the Darkest Dungeons or the Siege of Wodenberg. So let's see. Chainmail is actually it. We only had 2 people that got that. One of them was Trina. Way to go, Trina. And the other one was Ben. KI5RVT. All right, Ben. How did you know that, man?
He said it was a completely random guess.
Obviously, if Dad got it wrong too, that's no doubt. All right, well, let's add up the scores on round number 3. See how everybody did. Kent KI5RVT is in the number 1 spot. N5ZOT Norman is number 2, and Ben KI5RVT is in the number 3. So let's go chat with Kent KI5RVT. Dude, you missed 2. Which one's got you?
The human one, or actually it was Orc, the 4 playable races. And then I missed Chainmail, I believe it was, yeah.
Right on, man. Well, this is going to definitely help out for your score for tonight. Norman, N5ZOT, second spot. You only missed 1. Which one was that?
Chainmail. I'd never heard of that. I looked at the picture and guessed the Crusade.
Oh, man. All the way till the end. Well, congrats, man. And 777, that's got to bring you some luck, right? All right, Ben, KI5RBT, do you want to chat on the radio, or are you too cool for that? And do you still have your blue hair?
He's studiously ignoring you right now, and yes, he still has very, very bright blue hair.
All right, well, let's go talk to Dave and Sarah, KC2KOO. They're up in Buffalo, New York. How are y'all doing?
Hey, good evening, Rusty, and everyone else on that. Just, we're doing good. Just from Buffalo, and just enjoying the trivia net. Sarah and I have never played Dungeons and Dragons, so we're kind of doing as well as we are. We're pretty much guessing on everything. Back to net, KC2KOO.
Right on, man. Well, it's always good to have y'all in here, so thanks for playing with us. All right, we've got the scores for tonight. Let's add up all 3 rounds and see who's doing what. We got Kent, KI5RVT, and nope, my screen is not updating. Hang on just a second. For whatever reason, things are running slow. We got Bill, N5SMO, in the number 1 spot. Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 2 spot. And Maria and Ernesto in the number 3 spot. All right. Congratulations to everybody there. Let's see how the north and the south numbers are looking. The north is ahead, 782, to the south, 488. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. If you were south of the river and you can hear my voice, we need you in tonight's Trivia Net for sure. Or if you're in the north but you feel like you're from the south, however you identify, we need your help in here. The south is just, it's sad. All right, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, and preferably south of the river. Everybody is welcome to play, but we need south of the river. All right, we're going to move everybody into our third intermission. If we have any questions or concerns or, whatever you got, come with your name and call sign now.
KI5, PZN.
Yes, sir, Ernesto.
So what's your plan tomorrow for the fox hunt?
Well, I'm still putting that together. I have my feelers out for Fox Buddies. Do that out on the Fox Hunt channel. So if anybody out there wants to get into Fox Hunt or try to figure out what's going on, I'm looking for a driver. I have all the gear and all the stuff, and we can go and drive around. So I'm looking for a Fox Buddy. If I don't find a Fox Buddy, I've got a bite on Jeffrey and Anderson, but we're still trying to figure out times and, if it's actually going to happen. So MVF and NLK are on the penciled in list, and if that all falls apart, then, by that point it'll probably be Saturday night before I go fox hunting.
Alright, so I guess I'm not gonna see you at breakfast.
Oh, but you will, because we're going to meet up at Rudy's on Sunday. Perfect segue into that thing, man. Way to go. I'm skipping out on Saturday breakfast because I'm getting up for Sunday breakfast. And for those of you who are up north in the Jollyville area or, would care to drive and meet us, we're doing breakfast tacos at Rudy's, 183 in, Duval right there. So Sunday, 9 o'clock in the morning, if you are interested, we would love to have you. It's completely impromptu. Adam, N5YHF, just kind of threw it together in the Jollyville channel, and I just figured might as well extend it out to anybody that wants to come. So if you don't have anything to do on Sunday morning and you want to have some breakfast tacos and hang out with fellow dorky types, we would love to have you.
Man, well, keep me posted on the fox hunt. I'm kind of curious. AI5A Fox Connect Control.
I will be beaconing on APRS, so don't you worry. I will ping you as soon as I start. That way you can watch me from above.
That's even better. Thank you.
I know that's what you wanted, man. I will totally do that. We'll see. I'm already concerned because you seem quite giddy that I'm not going to find it. So the challenge has been accepted.
No, it's not that. I'm sure you'll find it. It's just I just want to hear what your thoughts were. That's it. I know you'll find it. I have no doubt.
I don't know that we'll find it as soon as we found that last one of Jeffrey's, but yeah. So if anybody wants to go and play fox hunt, hit me up on Discord, and we can totally make it happen. If you have any questions about fox hunt, we got the fox hunt channel. Go throw them in over there. Both the maps are there as well. If you are not on Discord, go check out n5oak.org and join the Discord, the little purple button there, and we'll get you in there because that way you can see the coverage maps and keep up to date on all this kind of fun stuff. All right. It is round 4 time. Round number 4 is all about TV moms, because it's Mother's Day this weekend, fellas, just in case you forget. Mother's Day is on Sunday. So come get some breakfast tacos and take them to Mom. You'll totally be covered. All right. Round number 4. TV moms, but before we can get into that, you know what we got to do. We got to tell everybody that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. This is round number 4. We got 10 questions left, and then it's off to the elimination round. So you still have quite a bit of game to get in here. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, and you can hang out with us and play some trivia. Round number 4, it's all about TV moms. I'm going to let the repeater take a breath, and we will come back with number 1 question. All right, question number 1. What was the name of Samantha's meddlesome mother on the 1960s sitcom Bewitched? All right, 82% of you said Endora was the lady. Esmeralda coming in second with the tie of Tabitha. Serena was number 4, and nobody even picked on Serena. So what was Samantha's meddlesome mother's name? It was Endora. Endora. Agnes Moorehead played Samantha's mother, Endora, for 8 seasons on Bewitched. All right, question number 2 of our TV moms. For what critically acclaimed series did mom co-star Allison Janney win 4 Primetime Emmy Awards between 1999 and 2006? All right, well, check that out. Everybody got some play here. So we had a tie for The Practice and The Sopranos for number 1 and number 2. Law and Order coming in number 3, and The West Wing coming in 4th. So let's see which one got it. It was the 9% that said The West Wing, and that was Trina. Trina, you're the only one that got this right. Oh, my goodness, good for you. All right, Trina must be watching a lot of The West Wing. Either that or she's just the only one that pushed the right button. We'll never know. We'll never know. Question number 3. Which of these is not one of Morticia's family members in the 1960s series The Addams Family? So Lily is coming in at a whopping 73%. Pugsley coming in second, Wednesday third, and Gomez, nobody even touched. So which one of these is not one of Morticia's family members in the 1960s series? The Addams Family, Lily is it. We got old Pugsley and Wednesday right there in the photo. And, yeah, Gomez. That show was bonkers, man. I liked, what was it, It, and all the weird things, you know, like all the weird things, like they were totally, I like that and the Munsters. Oh, these kids would think we're bonkers if we played that for them. Question number 4. What is the name of the series shown here featuring Bonnie Franklin as a divorced mom raising 2 teenage daughters? So one day at a time, looks like the number 1 answer. The Facts of Life coming in second. Three's Company and All My Children. Nobody even pushed those. So let's see. Is it? Yeah, it's one day at a time. So the one thing it doesn't tell me is what this dude's name is. and I forget his name. Somebody come in here and tell me who it was, like Klinger, or like it was something. What was his name?
His name was Schneider, KG5UNK.
Thank you, Trina. You're exactly right. Schneider, yeah, I knew that. All right, cool. That is, that's fantastic. All right, question number 5, and halfway through the TV mom round. What was the first name of actress Marion Ross's Happy Days mom character? Over half of you said Marion is her name. We got a tie for Martha and Joan for second and third. Carol coming in fourth. So what was her first name? It was indeed Marion. Happy Days creator Gary Marshall named the matriarch of the Cunningham clan Marion after the actress who portrayed her for 11 seasons. All right, we are halfway through round number 4. Let's fire up the old scoreboard and see what we got. We got Trina. Oh, look at that. Trina is in the number 1 spot. Kent, KI5RVT in the number 2. And Bill, N5SMO. All right. Let's see how we do for the North and the South. I don't think that's for everybody. There we go. We'll add that in. The North is still ahead. North is still ahead. All right. The South, we need some new people in the South to come out and hang out with us. And for those of you who don't know how to, we got to tell you that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game, but we got 5 questions left, so I highly recommend you do it right now. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. And we're coming up on question number 6. And question number 6 is always very fun. So y'all know what to do. You see all those points. It's time to place your bets. Here we go. Which of Shirley Jones' Partridge Family children was her real-life stepchild? And Kent, you're totally right, yeah. So Philip, AC5G, I'm totally down with fox hunting with kids, if that's something that you think the kids are prepared to do. But yeah, I'm totally down. I'm uncle for 16 nieces and nephews, so I'm fairly good at playing around with the kiddos if you want to go fox hunt. So let me know. All right, let's see what we think. 36% said Danny was the one. Tracy coming in second. We got a tie for Lori and Keith for third and fourth. So which one was her real-life stepchild? It was Keith. Oldest son and Partridge Family lead singer Keith Partridge, played by David Cassidy, was Shirley Jones' real-life stepson from her marriage to actor Jack Cassidy between 1956 and 1975. So 2 people got that. One of those was Trina, and the other one was Maria and Ernesto. So let's go hang out in East Austin. PZN, did y'all know that for reals?
I cannot believe that I actually knew that for some reason. Don't ask me how or why. I obviously heard it somewhere or learned it, but yeah, I totally knew that one.
Well, that's pretty freaking cool. All right, so let's see. This should have helped out you and Trina. Let's fire it up and see what that did to the scores. That put Trina in the number 1 spot. and it put y'all in the number 2 spot. Check that out. And Steve, KI5HWD is in the number 3. All right. Fantastic, fantastic. So that's what happens when you bet your points. We got a lot of goose eggs down there as well. So that one's a bummer. But, it's Friday Night Trivia Night. There'll be another one next week. So you don't have to take things that serious. We are at question number 7. It's TV Moms. And let's see what that one says. Which of these is not a homemaking item used by Wilma Flintstone? Duly noted, Philip. Duly noted. And like I said, if you think they're game, I'm game. My best friend was a ginger growing up, so, as long as I can throw a little elbow back, that's all I ask. Which of these is not a homemaking item used by Wilma Flintstone? Let's see what she said. The crocodile dishwasher was the number 1 answer. The Mastodon vacuum cleaner was number 2 with it was tied for the Pelican garbage can, second and third, and then the bird crocheting needles. Nobody picked that one. So which of these is not used by Wilma? It is the wrong button. The crocodile dishwasher. It is what it is. All right, 82% of you. I guess, the only other one I would have thought would maybe A, but I remember the vacuum cleaner and the garbage can. All right, question number 8. What profession does Blackish mom Rainbow Bo Johnson play on TV? Well, almost half of you said she's an anesthesiologist. Veterinarian coming in second, dentist third, and the pharmacist fourth. So what profession does she play? She is an anesthesiologist. Dr. Rainbow Bo Johnson, the wife of Dre Johnson and mother of Zoe Jr., Diane, Jack, and Devontae, is also on ABC hit sitcom Blackish. Question number 9. What SNL veterans played manipulative matriarch Lucille Bluth in flashbacks during Season 4 of Arrested Development? All right, let's see what y'all think. Molly Shannon coming in the number 1 spot, Amy Poehler number 2, Kate McKinnon number 3, and Kristen Wiig number 4. The correct answer is Kristen Wiig, and the only one that got that was Ben, KI5RVT. So I gotta know, Kent and Ben, are y'all watching Arrested Development over there?
I have a little bit, but not much. I know my wife does, so he's probably seen it.
Well, I loved it, and it introduced me to a lot of the characters on that show are hilarious, but the one that I absolutely fell in love with was Jessica Walter. And so when she became the mother voice of Archer, it made me love Archer that much more as well. But she was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And what they wrote for her would just crack me up. So, all right, Ben. Well, good for you, man. You're the only one that got that one. Let's go to question number 10 and the end of round number 4. What was Peg Bundy's maiden name on the Fox Network smash sitcom Married with Children? These names are just too great. All right, so let's see what y'all said. Over half of you said Blonker. That's fantastic. We got Wanker coming in second, Philip coming in third. Nobody picked on Tool. So what was Peg Bundy's maiden name? It was Wanker. That was what it was. This reminded me too of King of the Hill with Luann Platter. Like that was just, some of these names are fantastic. But on the Fox sitcom Married with Children, Peggy Wanker and her family hail from the fictitious rural Wanker County, Wisconsin, where, as she says, everyone's relative. All right, so let's see. Trina knew that, Ronnie knew that, and so did Steve, KI5HWD. All right, that is the end of round number 4, which means we got to see how, who did what, where. Trina came in number 1 on that one. Way to go, Trina. Maria and Ernesto came in second. We got Steve, KI5HWD, in third. So, Trina, congratulations to you and Doug. Thanks for Snyder. That little nugget will be in my brain for a little bit longer. Let's go talk to Maria and Ernesto. Which one of these got y'all?
The Sopranos, no idea. Oh no, that was the wrong answer. So obviously that one was wrong. I've never watched Blackish. I have no idea what that's about. Regrettably, I missed the Arrested Development phase so that everyone was in. I never watched that show. I guess I have to put it on my list. And I was very surprised with the Peg Bundy maiden name. I thought it was, man, Wanker can't be it. It would be too ridiculous, but I guess that's what the show is about.
Yeah, that whole show was pretty ridiculous. So, there you have it. Well, all right. Well, let's say congratulations to Steve, KI5HWD, and we can go chat with Bill, N5SMO. Bill, you came in 4th spot in tonight's round number 4. Congrats, man.
Thanks. Yeah, you can tell I watched a lot of TV when I was a kid.
Right. Well, and with the TV moms, it's kind of set into that, that time in life. So yeah, it was kind of fun looking through all of these things. I have all the Flintstones, and I love watching Looney Tunes and Flintstones with my niece and nephew because I get to feel like I'm 5 again. So yeah, lots of TV growing up. Sometimes it's good for you. All right. Well, this is how we're doing for round number 4. But now we got to see how we did for tonight's Friday night trivia net. So let's add up all 4 rounds and see who is number 1 in the rankings tonight. It goes to Trina. Trina is number 1 spot. Bill, N5SMO, is in the number 2 spot, and Maria and Ernesto coming in the number 3. So, congratulations, Trina, on winning tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. Good for you. Hope you and Doug have a good weekend. Let's go chat with Bill, N5SMO. He's our number 2 tonight. Bill, what you got going on for the weekend, man?
Still working and getting the garden finalized. Got the last bed to plant. Got all the drip irrigation installed, and the other 2 new beds are planted. I got 1 more to do, and it'll be done. So that and getting my truck washed and hopefully getting out to the fox hunt, and for sure at the breakfast Sunday morning. That's my weekend, N5SMO.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you at Rudy's. That'll be fun. I think we got a handful of people coming, so it'll be good to have some breakfast and BS. Let's go chat with Maria and Ernesto, KI5SYX and KI5PZN. What are y'all doing this weekend?
I don't know, man. I was thinking thinking about doing a little bit of fox hunting tomorrow. Try to find that fox South Austin. And then let's do breakfast, and hopefully just chilling the rest of the weekend. How about you?
Well, it looks like I'm going to be fox hunting and, just kind of laying low. It's been a busy week, so those plans are welcome by all means. Let's go chat with Kent, KI5RBT. He came in 4th spot tonight in the Friday night trivia net. Kent, what are you and Ben up to this weekend?
Ben's going to be at his mom's for her birthday and Mother's Day, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I guess I always say that I'm going to do something ham radio related, but I don't know if I'm going to or not. I may fox hunt, not sure.
Roger, man. Well, happy weekend to you. Norman, N5ZOT, came in number 5. Norman, good to have you in the game. What you got going on for the weekend?
I think maybe I have to dig out my monster manual and play some D&D, because apparently that's the only thing I know anything about.
I'm telling you, man, once you get it seared into your brain, it's just always there. And whether you like it or not, it's just stuck in there. So, all right, well, hopefully you got a little D&D in your future. Let's go talk to Scott, KI5OBD. He's number 6 spot in tonight's trivia net. Scott, what you up to this weekend, man?
Oh gosh, I really cratered the second half of that game. This weekend, I get to do a little work Sunday morning, which is extremely rare. But it's just going to be an hour or two. I don't know, somebody said something about breakfast, and the idea hit me. We haven't been out to breakfast in a while. I'm thinking maybe I'll surprise the XYL and take her to Denny's or something. No, maybe something a little nicer for breakfast and mimosas or something. So that sounds like fun. And but no real big plans. Talking to Anderson earlier this afternoon. Let me let it drop. We were talking about grounding and bonding, and I know you said don't listen to him, but he's got me rethinking the whole thing. So I don't even know if I'm going to mess with that this weekend now. So I put it off this long. I can put it off a little longer. It's KI5OBD, back to net control.
Yeah, but see, there's a huge difference because you've had a conversation with Anderson now. You can blame him for the fact that you didn't get it done because he confused you and he's put all these bad ideas in your head. It's no longer that you're lazy. It's because Anderson is pumped you full of crap, and then so you just, dude, I feel you. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You've been lying to us about that grounded thing since I think I met you. So, this weekend ain't going to add much to it, brother.
Yeah, he had me questioning everything. So, now I've got to crack a book. Thanks, Anderson. KI5OBD.
Yeah, good old Anderson, KI5NLK. We miss him tonight. All right, Ben, KI5RBT is number 7. Ben, you got anything you want to add tonight through Dad, or are you done with us? All right, not going to have it. Fair enough, man, fair enough. Steve, KI5HWD, is in the number 8 spot. Steve, congratulations, sir. David Sarah, KC2KOO, the number 9th spot, staying up late with us tonight. Congratulations, y'all. What you got going on up in Buffalo this weekend? Well, maybe they're already asleep. All right, we'll come back and check out Philip, AC5G, the top 10, number 10 man. What's going on this weekend? Are we going to go fox hunting with the kids? That sounds kind of scary and, exciting, all in the same emotion.
I'll fill it out tomorrow and see what how it goes and what happens with that, and let you know. I'll be in touch, but maybe we can keep them entertained with some iPads or something. AC5G, back to net.
Roger, man. Well, just let me know. Let's go chat with Scott, KI5QFQ. You have been on the repeater quite a bit, man, and it's good to hear you here. What you got going on for the weekend? Well, I guess we lost Scott as well. All right, well, that means that it's time to go check out the elimination round and get this trivia net wrapped up. So we'll get everybody moved in. If you're playing on your phone, light that sucker up when we get everybody moved into the elimination round. For those of you who are new, this is one of those where you don't have to be quick. You just got to be right. The first time you're wrong, you get kicked out of the game. So make sure that you got this. We have a couple of the image questions in as well, so y'all get ready for that. And we will take just a quick breath, and we will come back with question number 1 in tonight's elimination round. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Which of the following Jedi Masters is Qui-Gon Jinn? All right, so the number 1 answer was that dude. And then we had a split for second and third between that dude and that lady. And then we had the other dude coming in fourth. Everybody clear on that one? So let's see. 44%. Are y'all right? You are definitely correct. That is Liam Neeson. I don't know why they couldn't put their names in here. Liam Neeson was it. So we got 44% of you. Let's see what that does to the scoreboard. That leaves Norman, N5ZOT, Trina, Kent, KI5RVT, and Bill, N5SMO in the game. And that means that we got to say goodnight to Scott, KI5OBD, Maria and Ernesto, KI5SYX, and KI5PZN. Night, y'all. Steve, KI5HWD, good to see you, sir. Ben, KI5RBT, have fun. Hope you got something good for Mom for Mother's Day. You'll never hear the end of it if you don't. And Philip, AC5G, good to have you in the game. All right, question number 2. Let's see what these 4 survivors can make happen. What would you typically find in a traditional tamale dulces? All right, well, 75% said fruit, and they are correct, which means that we have Norman, Kent, and Bill are still in the game. And we got to say goodnight to Trina. Good night, Trina and Doug, KG5UNK. We will see you all next week. All right, we're down to 3 survivors. 3 survivors. Who's it going to be? Question number 3. Which bird is the most commonly honored state bird in the United States, with 7 states granting that title? right. 67% said the eastern bluebird. 33% said the northern cardinal. Nobody picked the western meadowlark or the American robin. So which bird is most commonly honored in the United States? It's the northern cardinal is the one. And that leaves us down to one person, and that is Kent. KI5RVT, which means we got to say goodnight to Bill, N5SMO, and Norman, N5ZOT. Thank you, gentlemen, for playing. Congratulations, Kent, for winning the elimination round. Made it all the way to the third question. Fantastic game. Fantastic game. That's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope y'all had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, for linking his repeater system for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things Kyle's up to or just want more information about the KA5D repeater system, visit him at ka5d.com. And before you close your web browser, don't forget you can go play on the BBS. We got the door games up and running. The Trivia Net, you've got the player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins. All that can be found on the website. Also, don't forget we got 2 fox hunts this weekend going on, and breakfast on Sunday at Rudy's up here at 183 in Duval. All the fox hunt and all the details can be found on the official club calendar at n5oak.org. This is WZ5BBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back into regular amateur use, and while they're doing that, I would like to thank you for inviting us into your house tonight. We hope you have a great weekend. Y'all be safe, and we will see you right here next Friday, 73, y'all.
Thanks, Rusty. That was another good one. N5SMO.
You bet, man. Good luck on the fox hunt. I look forward to maybe crossing paths with you.
You too.
K6SCI mobile, listening. K6SPI, mobile. K6STI, mobile. K6STI, designated and clear.